It is the weekend, and your stories are: regulators discuss securities classification for Ether, the class action lawsuit against Ripple, and EDCON Toronto. Hello world, you're watching The Comment on ETHNews. For your first story, senior officials from the CFTC and SEC will meet on Monday to carefully consider whether Ether and other cryptocurrencies should be regulated as securities. It is not immediately apparent whether the chairman of either agency will attend the meeting. Spokespeople from the agencies have not yet disclosed if the meeting will be open to the public. Especially in the last few months, the nature of Ether has been a hot topic. Is Ether a commodity? A security? Something else entirely? A superhero, perhaps? Look, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's distributed ledger technology. Last week at MIT's Business of Blockchain conference, ex-CFTC chairman Gary Gensler said, quote, "There is a strong case for both of them, Ether and Ripple, but particularly Ripple, that they are non-compliant securities," unquote. The day after the New York Times published Gensler's remarks, lobbyist group Coin Center published a response from research director Peter Van Valkenburg entitled, quote, "No, Ether is not a security," unquote. We will just have to see how this regulatory tug-of-war turns out on Monday. Speaking of Ripple, did I mention the company has been hit with a class action lawsuit? San Francisco-based fintech startup Ripple Labs Incorporated, which happens to control the world's third largest cryptocurrency, is now in legal trouble over what is being called a scheme to raise hundreds of millions of dollars through unregistered sales of XRP tokens. The filing stated Ripple violated state and federal laws by offering unregistered securities to retail investors. The lawsuit was filed in the Superior Court of the state of California, and plaintiff Ryan Coffey is seeking unspecified damages as well as a declaration that Ripple Labs, alongside CEO Bradley Garlinghouse, in fact sold unregistered securities to the public in what is essentially a never-ending initial coin offering. Apparently, Ripple is the last to know they're being sued. The company's spokesman Tom Chanik told Bloomberg on Friday that, quote, "We've seen the lawyers tweet about a recently filed lawsuit but have not been served," unquote. He doesn't seem to be too amused with all the theatrics, since he followed that up with, "Whether or not XRP is a security is for the SEC to decide." And finally, the three-day Community Ethereum Development Conference, EDCON, was hosted in Toronto earlier this week. The nonprofit conference series is meant to serve as a type of Ethereum-specific TED Talk, if you will. Here, the technicalities of Ethereum's most advanced research are discussed. This year's schedule featured talks on the latest developments in Ethereum's switch to proof-of-stake with Casper, while also promising more scalability solutions. And, oh yes, the Telekin gang participating in a badger dance. But the best part of the badger snake mushroom dance was the reactions that got on Twitter. At Carpe Noctem tweeted, "Why would you post this online? Wasn't performing this for everyone who attended punishment enough?" The Crypto Beaver tweeted, "And here is your OMG leaders, ladies and gents." But the best response was from @Coinix with this gem. That's our comment for the day, but what do you think? Is Ether a security? Is Ripple a security? And if so, will they lose this legal battle? And was that the best badger snake mushroom dance you've ever seen? Or am I just being biased? Let me know. Tweet at me. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget to leave a comment. Join me back here on The Comment as I catch you up on the latest in Ethereum and Blockchain.